Sports. It's in the game.
Great play call, great pass, great reception. That play had it all.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call the game's first play, and it's second down now.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Keely Ringo getting home from his spot in the secondary. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away in the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, They got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that'll be dumped off to Gainwell. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Barkley fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Throwing is Hurts. He dumps it off to Barkley. Touchdown! Saquon Barkley. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. And he will get in to make it 8-0. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. You know, so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Eluding the pressure right. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Flushed out right. And he delivers another to Goedert, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Right back to him for 10 more and a 1st.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
They go play action with Hurts. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the 1st quarter. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown, 32 yards. And the Eagles have cut the lead back down to 2. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take it. And now he's going to go down. A big sack, and they're unable to tie it. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways.
Touchdown, Philadelphia! Devontae Smith, 75 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. On first down, Hurts. Quick slant here to Smith. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So roughing the passer, and they get the safety there.
And this is one I think where the safety's usually got to come a long way. So sometimes it's tough for him to slow down that momentum. That's going to draw the flag more times than not.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Here's Hurts to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And he's going to go down again. Keely Ringo able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Britton Covey deep for Philadelphia. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over first and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
In motion right is Brown. Second down, here's Hurts. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 85 yards. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he is into the end zone for 2 more as the lead moves up to 16. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
They'll set up a throw, and they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety.
An absolutely dominating series from that pass rush to record the safety. 3 sacks in a row shouldn't be possible against an NFL offensive line. But there they are, dropping him on 3 straight reps, the last of which came in the end zone for 2 points.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston in the Space City at NRG Stadium. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. Stroud sets up the play action. He'll let this go deep for Collins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Play action. Here's Hurts. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A first down carry for Barkley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their 2nd drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Back deep is Britton Covey. Fielded at the 20. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Barkley, inside handoff. Room here to run.
They nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
And Goddard going to have an Eagles first down as he'll take this down to the 26.
A handoff to Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
From the 25, here's second down and 8. From the gun, it's Hurts.
Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown.
Devontae Smith.
25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Eagles are able to extend their lead.
And now it's blocked. This is going the other way. Taking it right down Broadway.
Come on, bring it, baby, bring it.
And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points.
Well, I think there was a lot of surprise from the kicking team there. After the block, they kind of froze and then realized, oh, wait, they can return this, and they returned it all the way.
And you know why they froze? Not often do you get that second sound, right? There's the kick, you hear that, and then there's that second thud when there's a block. That's when people freeze and they have to realize where the ball is. They picked it up and took it the other way.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they help force another incompletion.
And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. At least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Again, it's Mixon.
Zach Bond there on the tackle.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Play action. Stroud now.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Here's Tommy Townsend now
as he'll punt it away for the second time. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. This is Smith with a grab. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll go to Barkley again, able to power through. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On play action, they'll throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. Touchdown!
Devontae Smith
with his second touchdown of the night.
And the Eagles come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And this one fielded in the end zone. It will be returned, so it'll come out to the 30.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Meanwhile, Stroud's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. 53's the mark, 53, check 53. Ready?
And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10.
He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And this throw will be intercepted.
Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Here's a give to Barkley.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it again with Barkley.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Now Saquon Barkley. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
2nd and 6.
On the run, it's Barkley. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They hand off to their big tight end. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Elliott on for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On 1st down, here's Stroud. Taking a shot for Dell here.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
We've always got to remember that once the ball's in the air, the defender has every right to go after it that a receiver does. And that was a battle for positioning on that play. And in the end, he's able to force the incomplete pass.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. Stroud off the play fake.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 44-yard line. Back now in Houston. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Mixing up the middle. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Throwing now is Stroud. They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. Picked off by Reed Blankenship.
And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone. It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field.
DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. Oh, there's a big hit right away as he's knocked down hard on the opening kickoff. They go with a former Lion. It's DeAndre Swift.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
On second down, here's Williams. He's got the connection to Moore.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
To the air, Williams. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
For a first down screen pass, good for 5.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Bears! DJ Moore, 55 yards.
And the Bears get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Looking to throw on second down. Hurts. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this is caught at the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Bears will get the football back. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2.
Milton Williams
showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. To throw from his end zone, Williams steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run, deep left side.
And that'll be incomplete with a penalty flag here on the field. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that thing go.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. That's taking it around the 40. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. They'll run with Barkley. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Barkley. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw here. Oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Barkley. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
Well, he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
They will run for it with Gainwell. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Kenneth Gainwell taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from adding another catch to his big start.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Williams. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And some room to roam now. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. To the air once more. Williams. He'll get this complete to the rookie from Washington. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. On 2nd down, Swift. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw, Williams. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. Touchdown! Cole Kmet, 30 yards. And the Bears have taken the lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Airing it out deep for Smith.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. Down the left sideline.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Williams to try again on 2nd and 10.
Escaping the pressure right. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
From the gun, here's Williams.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Muscles him off. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Looking here for Smith downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
That is incomplete.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this 3rd quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it'll be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 35. Barkley, inside handoff. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Dallas Goedert, 32 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line.
We're starting to get the sense throughout the league that more of the special teams coordinators give their guys the green light to bring the ball out because everyone wants big plays to happen. I don't know if that philosophy will hold after that error there. Turn it over that deep in their own territory.
Do guys go rogue there a lot based on feeling?
I think a lot of them just sense that they can make a play and make a huge one to help their team. And they have to have that athletic arrogance about themselves. And every now and then, though, it'll cost them. And that's what we just saw there.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third down, it's Gainwell. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Kenneth Gainwell with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. Oh, it's some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
He'll fire deep, looking for more. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll go. Here's Williams. And this is caught. He hits more. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Flushed out right, and he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. Touchdown, Chicago! DJ Moore, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 21.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming... There he goes, right side. Now he's loose at the 40. Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. 148 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On the ground with a tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Grant Calcaterra taking it in from a yard out. And the Eagles answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Elliott good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Williams toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
To the air on 3rd down is Williams. He's going to look deep for more. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
On 4th down, here's Williams. And Allen's got it. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Williams now looking to throw on 1st and 10. He'll fire deep, looking for more. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. Now a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Williams. He's going to look deep for more. This is caught inside the 15. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Looking to throw is Williams. Flush to his right. That's to Moore, and he's got it. Touchdown, Bears. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll go to Barkley again. Down the left sideline. And he takes this all the way down to the Bears' 14-yard line. 214 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On 1st and 10, it's game one. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Here's a give to Barkley. He showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Barkley is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look to grab a late lead. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that because there still is time. For the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Back to throw.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, over-excited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. First down carry for Barkley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So it's the Bears who will have the first chance to win this thing as we are underway here in overtime. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a first throw here in overtime. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive. Throwing is Williams. And that is incomplete. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. A first carry now. This is Johnson.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On 4th down, Williams. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They go play action with Hurts. And this one's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run. A handoff to Barkley. And we're going to get whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the extra session. They work now on 2nd and 9. They'll run it again with Barkley. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47. Here comes 3rd down and 7. Play action. Here's Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 43. Now Saquon Barkley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. A huge play there in overtime, and even 40 yards.
And how about that? In a game that's had just about everything, how's that for an answer? Remember, in the past, this game would be over already. But that's a huge play there to give him a fighting chance to go down.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. So he's able to take it in from 3 yards out. Nice job of polishing off that drive, and all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
Oh, the trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full of confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.